Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski with DOstampingwithDawn.com, and I am here with another How'd She Do That video. Today's video is also being shared with the Split Coast Stampers community, and I'm doing a fun fold series, a series of 12, and this is number 3, and it's called Pinwheel Fun Fold. And you can see there's some special folding going on here. It might look hard, but it is not. It is so easy. It's easy to open as well and reveal this any messages that you want to put in here. So let's get started. For this project, you're going to need a few tools. You're going to need your bone folder, a pair of scissors, a Simply scoreboard, which comes with your stylus and scoring markers. In addition, you're going to need the diagonal plate. This is a separate purchase from Stampin' Up. This is their Simply Score tool. Now, if you flip this over, you'll see on the back it has an arrow, and that arrow indicates how it should be placed in the scoreboard in this direction. So we're ready for that. And then in addition, you're going to need some designer series paper. Now, Stampin' Up's designer series paper is perfect for this project because it's double-sided, so you can see both patterns in it. Now I'm going to use the Painted Blooms. This is from the 2015 Stampin' Up Occasions catalog. Love, love, love this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has some fun designs here. And if you're not familiar with Stampin' Up's designer paper, it's 12 sheets, 2 of 6 designs, and they're 12 by 12. So I've cut this down to an 8-inch square. So that's what we need. Now, a trick for this card. So this is probably the trickiest thing about the whole thing, at least it was for me, is deciding what side do you want for the inside of your paper, which is also going to be the little strips that create your pinwheel. So once you decide that, it becomes easy. So I have decided that I want it pretty much the same as this one. So we want our stripes on the outside, and we want kind of our floral on the inside, and also creating our pinwheel. So what I want to do is I want to flip what's going to be the inside of my card. I want to flip it down for this step. I'm going to move my scoring marker to 3 inches, and we're going to diagonal score on all 4 sides. Now you'll notice as you're scoring that they cross the score lines. They cross each other. So that's what you're going to do with your scissors. You can see, maybe this pattern might be on this side. You can see there's just a little triangle right there. There's going to be 4 of them, and you want to cut those out. So I'm going to cut those out real quick here, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm just finishing up the last one here. There we go. So I've got all 4 of those done, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, what you want to do is remove the diagonal plate. We'll set that aside. And then another most important thing to remember is now at this point, we're going to flip this over. So the pattern that we want on the inside of our card and our pinwheel is now going to be the side that we're going to score on. We're going to move the scoring marker to number 1. And we're only going to score from the top to the tip of the triangle. You'll turn it again, and you'll do the same thing on all 4 sides. Do that real quick. Okay, now we're ready to do some folding. Alright, so for the folding part, let's talk a little bit about why we flipped these patterns over. When you score, you actually are creating a groove in the paper, and you're kind of breaking some of the fibers. That helps when you go to fold. So when the groove is on this side, you want to fold away from it. Alright, so we're going to do that on all 4 sides. Now, the reason for that is because, you know, do you ever fold your card and you get a little cracking of it? Well, scoring will help eliminate most of it. So that's why we're doing that. All right. So there we go. Now I flip this over. So now our grooves, our score grooves are on this side. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold back again. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do that on all 4 sides. And I do recommend using your bone folder to make those nice and crisp as well. Okay. And now, at this point, what I'm going to do is we're going to do just a little decorative piece in the middle. And I've got that all ready for us here. Here's my decorative piece, and actually it's a piece of wild wasabi. This measures 4 1/8 inch square. And then the white piece is 4-inch square. Now, I have used the painted petals. Love, love, love this set. And of course, it matches the designer series paper. So it's a 2-step stamping set, which means that like the stems are one stamp, and then the images of the blooms are another stamp. So you stamp them once, and then you stamp in another color for the blooms. So I love that. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this in there. And then we're going to do that pinwheel fold. All right, there we go. So now the best way to start that is just to pick one of your edges. And so I'm going to pick the bottom edge, and then I'm going to go to the left, which is in the clockwise direction, and I'm going to fold that over, and I fold this over. Now this is just like folding a box. So when you get to the last one, you have to lift and tuck. And that tucks right in there. There we go. Isn't that cute? And so easy to do. I love these pinwheel cards. I kind of went a little crazy. I have lots to show you, but let me finish off this one. So you could just leave it like this, or we could add a belly band to it. So that's what I'm going to talk about. For this belly band, this is Daffodil Delight. It measures 1 inch by 11 inches, and I just scored it at 3.5 inches. So I've already done that there. So on the back side here is where it's all going to come together. I'm just going to take my bone folder. I don't want to run it completely at the edge here. I'm going to actually direct it out a little bit, because this way it's not super tight, but it's tight enough that it's going to stay on here nicely. So there we go. We'll just adhere this together. And there's our belly band. Okay, so that's the quick and easy way to do that. Yeah, that slides off really nice. Now I've done a little bit of stamping already, and we're going to add this to the card here. And let me get some dimensionals. And I think I'm going to put them about here. Okay. So there we go. Isn't that cute? Ooh, I love that. So this is from the Itty Bitty Accents, and then this ribbon, it's the twine. It's the painted blooms cotton twine. So that is really nice. It's nice and soft, easy to work with. So there you go. So there's one idea on how to decorate, and I've got more here. So let me clear space here. We'll come in with a few ideas. So this one, I've used the flashback paper, designer series paper. So we have this pattern. There's actually a lot of patterns in this design that would work really good. I haven't decided how I want to decorate the inside of the card, but this one I did, and I got out the snapshot stamp set. Now this one is attached a little bit differently, because you've got to be careful if you're going to attach something without like the belly band. You've got to make sure that your card still opens. So I have not attached it here. I've used 2 dimensionals, one underneath here and one underneath here, and you can see it still opens. And look, it reveals, I cut this from the on film framelits, and it was a little bit too long, so I just cut it off so it would fit here, but you could put a picture of somebody in there. This would be a nice little frame card. I like that. So let me show you how I would put it back together. So I would actually fold this one first, and then I would slide this one underneath it. And this one's going to tuck underneath a little bit too, but you can see the last one's going to go in no problem. And there we go. All right, next one. What do I have? Ooh, I have the amazing birthday stamp set that I decorated with the Sweet Taffy. This is really pretty, and it's great for birthdays. So let me show you this one. Oops, this one goes together. Oh, I was going to show you how I put that. Let me find my dimensionals here. They're laying around here somewhere. Well, when I find them, I'll find my my little, oh, here it is, right here. Sorry about that. So I stamped the inside. It's not cute. And then, of course, I'm going to fold it like I did before, but I'm going to show you. So, like, this one's ready to go. I've got some dimensionals. I'm just going to put it right here. And that way, it isn't being attached to two of them, and it still opens. So you can see how I did that. Now, one last thing that I'm going to show you. So I made a mistake on this one. This was the very first one I did, and that's why those tips in the beginning on how to position your paper is so important, because I positioned them, I forgot to flip it, which is fine, but I got a little bit of cracking on the paper because I had scored the wrong side. The other thing is I kept trying to put it together in the clockwise direction. That doesn't work when you do it wrong, but that's okay because you just do it counterclockwise. So we're going to do it this way, flip this under here, this here, that there. So there's always a solution, isn't there? So I hope you enjoyed that. They are so much fun. So be sure to stop by my blog. I'll have lots more pictures. I'll have supply lists and all that good stuff for you. And if you're interested in Stampin' Up! Supplies, be sure to stop by my store at DOstamping.stampinup.net. Thanks.